All right, it's time to do some crick hopper fishing. It's about 90 degrees out. It's been warm for a while. The grass is growing, the bugs are coming out, the crickets and grasshoppers are starting to move around. So it's a good time to get these crick hoppers out there on the water and see what they can do. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different crick hoppers and a crick popper. I'm gonna go just to a creek that's a pretty slow flowing water with little deep pockets and see if I can catch a fish on all of these. I'm gonna be starting off with my favorite, the yellow grasshopper. Oh yeah, it's a nice little deep pool right here. That's really deep compared to the rest of the creek. Something just made a wave when I started walking up here. I'm gonna stand back and cast out there. The water's really calm. This is perfect crick hopper type fishing. Something hits the water, reel it slow, maybe stop it and pop it a little bit. Oh, missed one. Came and got it, but I missed it. Let's try it again. There is one. First fish on the crick hopper. Oh, a largemouth bass. Oh, I didn't know it was going to be any up here. That is awesome. Well, the first fish is a largemouth bass, a little one. I've caught a lot bigger off this crick hopper, but I'll take this little guy. Another thing with the crick hopper, oh, I see another little bass in there. Another thing with the crick hopper, you want to have a pair of pliers, because these little hooks, they can be kind of tough to get out. Nice little 5 or 6 inch largemouth bass. If I had my bucket with me, I'd keep him, but I'm gonna throw him back in. Next one is the black cricket. I just got this one out of the package. I only seen it one time at the store for sale, so this is the very first time I'm using this crick hopper. Dude, look at a little turtle. A little bitty soft shell turtle right there. I just see a shell. See if I can get over there. Little bitty soft shell turtle. I've never caught one before, but I've heard, well, they got long necks, look at that. Heard they got real soft shell on the back. Whoa, man, you see how long that neck came out? Yeah, it's shells. Oh, it feels weird. All right, we'll let him go. These guys are really fast swimmers. There's one. Nice bluegill. Finally got one on the black crick hopper. I've been casting it a bunch here, and I've got a lot of little hits on it, which that happens a lot of times. A lot of times the fish won't fully commit. Got a good bluegill there. See how little their mouth are, but of course they're not going to be able to get this whole thing in their mouth, but they can just get a part of it or get hooked at when they're biting at it. All right, we're now moving to the most common one that you see, the fire tiger. And I've caught a lot of fish off these. So let's see how it does today. Oh yeah, there's another one. Hey, it's another largemouth. Wow, but this one's tiny. Got it in a little bunch of moss. He came up and nailed the thing. When they want to hit it, they hit it. I've been getting a lot of little pecks at it, or sometimes you can tell they're just attacking everything, and sometimes they're just kind of testing it out, see what it is. This guy came up and hit it. See what we got. This, I wonder if he's a spotted bass. He's so small. I can't really tell. I think it may be a little spotted bass. All right, he's going back in. Go get bigger. The next one on the menu is the brown crick hopper. Time to try it. That right there looks like a perfect, oh, I got a bite right away. Perfect place to catch on with a crick hopper. A nice little calm, deep, yep, there it is. A little calm pocket. Fish are waiting, hiding under those branches, just waiting to come out and get it. All right, we got something new. The brown crick hopper caught a green sunfish. That's a little one. There's some bigger ones in here, I know, but these green sunfish are real aggressive. They hit everything just about. Didn't take long with the brown one. I'm getting down to some little deeper areas, a little bit more fish in here. So let's switch to another one. We are switching to the large yellow grasshopper. You can see the comparison to the small one. It's just, you know, a little bit bigger. It's got the bigger treble hooks, bigger front paddle. So a little bit bigger fish is gonna have to get, I guess I could still hook a small fish if it bites at it, it can still get hooked by the treble hooks. But let's try this one out. Yep, there we go, there we go. It's a big crick hopper. Got me a little bit bigger bass. I thought I saw two of them converge at it at the same time. I saw some little bluegill. I don't know if they're bedding or what. Just over there, right in the bank up. The water right there is like a foot deep at the most. It's kind of clear. That's why I'm standing back so far, and it's real muddy over here. All right, big crick hopper, little bass. Throw them back in there. Time to move to my last one. Last one to use is the crick popper. It's like a crick hopper, but it's just got a little popper on the front of it. And this one is, I don't know if they have a smaller version than this, but I think this one's called the summer, either summer or summer yellow or something like that version. Looks really colorful. Actually, I've never used the crick popper at all, so this will be my first time trying it out. Yeah, there's something. Let's see what we got. Boom! Completed the slam, or my slam anyways. The lures I had, the crick popper. This is my first fish on a crick popper. Little largemouth. He kind of just sucked it under. He didn't really hit it really hard, but there's my little bass. So I completed my little challenge with all the crick hoppers and the crick poppers. There's a couple more out there that I don't have. I know there's a larger fire tiger, and there's a couple different ones. All right, so I'm done fishing. Today I used a 6-foot medium pole with 6-pound line. That's about as heavy as I'm gonna use for the crick hoppers. That's just what I had with me today. Typically I'm gonna use like an ultralight or a light pole with 4-pound line. It's probably the best for the best results. I love using the crick hoppers because it draws out reaction strikes. It falls in the water. Sometimes fish hits it right away. Sometimes you gotta crank it, pop it. It's a jerk bait, crank bait, top water. It really does all types of different things. And it depends on how you want to fish it. Sometimes the fish want it slow. You let it sit there and let them take it. Sometimes you got to be cranking it in. It just really depends. But they're very versatile as far as catching different types of fish, and just a fun little lure to use. Here's a couple of fish that I've caught on the crick hoppers over the last couple of years. This little one's like biting at it like crazy. Little fish bit it like 5 times, I think. Little bitty one. There we go. There's a decent fish. Wow. Putting up a little bit of a fight. Come on, stay on there, stay on there. Wow, he's pretty decent. Whoa, he's better than decent for this place. Oh, no, no, no. Come on, pause there. No. Crick hopper was barely on it. That's pretty cool. Look at that bass off the little crick hopper. It was barely hooked on there. Man, that's a good largemouth. Yeah. Oh, oh yeah. There's a good one. Get over here. Yes. Oh man. Nice rock bass. That's probably my biggest rock bass. That's definitely the biggest rock bass ever caught. Good, now he's living good in there. We'll get a measurement on him. Wish I had my scale just to see what he weighed. Goodness, look at his mouth on this thing. Oh no. Oh yes. There's a good one. Nice. I threw it over here. I could barely cast in there. It was a tough spot. I knew there had to be some fish in there. And I think I see another one in there. This is a good Coosa bass to catch. I'm fishing Mouse Creek. I've fished this creek a lot, but I haven't fished this section, I don't think, before. I'm gonna cast the same spot if I can get another cast in there without getting tangled up. The crick hopper hits the water, twitch it a little bit, start reeling it slow. Oh man, they were biting at it. I missed something. They see it, they come over and inspect it, and usually just will pop it. Try it again. That thing came darting up to get that. That was cool. Oh, another good one. This is, I think it's bigger than the last one. Wow, that's really good. This clear creek. I love this rocky bottom. This crick hopper is awesome in here. Man, it's just a really nice day to be out doing some creek fishing, even though I'm in long sleeve shirt. It's kind of chilly still for middle of April. Now, if you see back there, it got some posted no trespassing signs, and I'm gonna be trespassing because it's not trespassing. I got permission. So my friend owns this property, and he's let me fish this creek, and I've got about probably a mile section of it. Haven't fished it in a while. I'm starting out today with all I got with me is a handful of Rebel critters. A lot of their littler lures for like a light action. I got 4-pound line, and I'm gonna start out with a little Rebel Hellgrammite. I'm not sure how much fish are active. I like this creek. It can hold lots of different fish. Every time I come here, it's a little different. So it's gonna be fun to see what's happening and what's going on, what's active today. All right, let's get the cast in here. The water is a little murky, but I think it's pretty much the way it is most of the time. Oh, I had a hit already. It doesn't get like as super clear as some of the creeks I fish, but this creek has got some good deep holes, and then there's some shallow spots, and it's a little bit all over the place, but oh, there's some fish following. Yep, I see fish. It definitely holds a lot of red breast and bluegill, but also it has Coosa bass, the red-eyed Coosa bass, and it's got some a good population of largemouth from what I've seen before. Oh, goodness. Got it. There we go. I just was jerking like a little jerk bait. Got our first fish. Didn't even have to move from my first spot. Red breast. Okay, I've already had several hits at it, so I'm not. Ouch. We'll see how I like it, if I can figure out how to work it the right way, because I've already seen some little bass hit at it and some little stuff. But we also got some other lures to try.
They're a little cold still. Water's still a little cold, but it looks like they are pretty active. They were coming out and hitting. Wow, things have grown up in here fast. Thought I was gonna get here for a lot of the stuff was grown up, but it's already gotten really green and some weeds are getting high. Oh yeah. Fish. Just cranking that one slowly and it got it. Another red breast. Got the tail there. I've been changing up. Sometimes I'm just cranking it a little bit. Sometimes I'm jerking it, twitching it, just mixing it up. Trying to see what the best thing for them. There's lots of little fish swiping at it. Got it, finally. Had a red breast hit it 4 times. Got it. I haven't seen a lot of other fish, like bigger fish, come up and just like show up. It's kind of hard to see into these waters. There could be some bigger fish sitting down on the bottom. But right now, ouch, red breast, ow, poked me. Red breast have been showing up and they're pretty active. I know the bass should be active. I've seen 1 bass and that's it so far. Oh, that was a bass. Come on, come back for it. He came up and hit at it as soon as it hit the water. I may have to change up lures. I don't know what it is, why they're not like really taking this thing. It's getting their attention for sure. He came up and like just swiped at it, didn't hit it really hard. Or like definitely didn't just inhale it. There he is. Okay, followed up, finally got him. Yeah, yeah, it's a little bass. And what kind is it? Nice little fish. Oh, what's a pretty one. Target species right there. That's the first one. Didn't take too long to get one. Just a nice little average sized smaller one. Pretty fat though. Hit the hellgrammite. All right, I went ahead and changed out lures. I want to try a few different ones. And this is I've used the Rebel Wee. This is a tiny wee crawl. I've used it a bunch of times. I don't really know how I got this color. Like, I don't think it's a color that they still make. I'm not really sure where it came from. If somebody sent it to me, I feel like somebody sent it to me at some point, but it's a good one just for a steady, oh, there we go. I got a fish following it. Hit it. A steady retrieve. It kind of wobbles slowly through the water and really gets a lot of attention. Let's see if will be keyed in on this little crawl. Yeah. Oh, there he came back for it. That was cool. I saw him hit it and I saw him come back for it. Okay, that was off. There's like some rocks right there. Don't remember that. That's exactly where some bass is gonna be hanging out. Okay, little crawl, got me another Coosa bass. I haven't seen any largemouth yet, I don't think. I think we'll get some. It's good to get another one of those pretty quick. Yeah, I thought there'd be a few of them on there. I'm like, I'm gonna stay here and make a few more casts right off those rocks. There's another one that was right on the rocks. Same thing, just a little bit, like about 3 foot down. So that spot right there is probably holding a few of them. It's kind of dark in here. I'm not sure how the lighting is showing, but these are pretty fish. Get in there. Oh, I got one? What do I have here? Oh, we got a bass. A largemouth. Let me see, is he a large? Yeah, it's a largemouth. Wow. Okay, well, there is some largemouth showing up today. Not the big ones, the little ones. That's cool right there. At least this gives us 3 species for today. And I think we'll get at least 1 or 2 decent largemouth. Man, that guy's small. This little tiny jointed minnow has really got me curious to see how it's going to work. Wow, that's got a pretty cool little action to it as it swims. Oh, yeah, that was a good hit. What is it? It's the strongest fish I've caught today. So it's probably a red breast. Oh, it's a nice one too. Oh yeah. I flipped it up under these trees and there's some bunch of logs. And this whole creek is like pretty calm and wide. And there's just like little pockets here and there. It's not like major deep holes. So the fish could really be spread out anywhere. That's a nice red breast. Yeah, these things are so strong. All right, that's a nice catch for sure. And got a good video of that. I think some big fish could definitely be hanging out here. And I might not be able to get my lure to them. Oh man, that was a good one and I missed it. I should let him eat it. I jerked too soon. Came out of that log over there. Oh man, missed out. Oh, he came back for it. Oh no, I missed him again. That was a bigger one. You know what? I didn't notice it earlier, but they're maybe part of the problem I lost that fish. I had to cut the hooks off this. I remember now. So I don't have a good treble hook up there. So I'm gonna go ahead and change this one out. I love the action on this thing through the creek though. It's pretty cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and change it out for something else. All right, I'm gonna change it to this as a, I think it's called a track down minnow. I know it gets used for trout and stuff, and it's actually the biggest lure I think I have with me. But that was a decent sized bass that I just missed. So these got a little bit bigger hooks. It's a bigger body, so I'm ready to find one of those decent sized bass. Like there's some, you know, 12-inch bass in here. I know several probably, and bigger than that it could be. Come on. Finally. What is this? This fish hit at it 3 or 4 times. And it's a little Coosa, that's why. I don't think that's the one that was hitting. I thought I saw something bigger hitting at it. Maybe in a couple of them. Oh, there we go. Another little bass, looks like. You hit it hard. Alrighty. Maybe try just a little bit more with this minnow. We might go one more change up per day. I don't know. I still think there's a bigger one somewhere. Either he just not wanting to come out today, or I'm just not getting the right cast at him. Oh, good hit. And it is it was a red breast. Solid one. All right, it's kind of got some little deeper pockets. I got something I'm gonna try. I don't think it's gonna work, but we're gonna give it a try just to see what happens. If this works, I think I will be surprised. Rebel Pop R in the teeny size. A lot of people love this lure. Some reason, I just have not been able to figure out how to work it. And plus, I don't know if it's time yet. I don't know. One of these days, I'm gonna really get good at it. Because I know I've seen it work, but I don't know what it is. I can't get it, it's not something I can get a lot of confidence in. Oh, I had a hit from a little sunfish. Okay, well if the sunfish will hit it, then surely the bass are gonna hit it. Oh, yeah. Maybe I've just changed my mind about this lure. Wow. Dude, okay, maybe this is the day where I've learned my lesson. This dude smacked it. Biggest bass of the day. Nice Coosa bass. Oh, can't speak. Nice Coosa bass on that little tiny popper. I'm gonna get a picture like that. Boom. That was really fast. I had a hit right there. I made like 1 or 2 more casts and caught a fish already. So that's a really good sign. And I've only got, let me show you my setup here. So this is the setup I brought. This is the Cast King Resolute rod, and it's a 6-foot light. I picked the 6 foot because let me show you how close quarters everything is. Well, that's a big old tree right there. We got trees there, weeds. I'm trying to walk around in this kind of place, making a cast, trees. Is that poison ivy or is that Virginia creeper? Anyways, I'm not touching that. Weeds everywhere. I need a shorter rod to get in here, and I'm throwing it on a 4-pound fluorocarbon where I can cast these little lures. But this popper, good thing hooks are small on it. It may be a little bit big for the setup, but I can throw all these lures on this setup and have fun with it. Yep, there's another one. There's another one. Hooked him sideways, I think. Hey, how did he get hooked like that? Swiped at it. Boom. This is pretty cool. Oh, he was barely hooked. Look at that guy. Look how little he is compared to this lure. They'll hit it. Anything sometimes. And sometimes they need something big to go after just to make them go after it, because these guys are fat. And they're obviously eating good. Oh, goodness. Well, there went that popper. Well, Jay, if you want that popper, you can go get it. If it was warmer, I'd probably go over there and get it, but I'm not doing it right now. Time to use the old crick hopper. Had a follow already. First cast had a follow. Oh, it's under it. Yes. Oh, yes. Came up and hit it on the top. That's what I'm talking about. It's crick hopper time. Little bitty fish. If this guy's hitting it, then should be some bigger ones hitting it. Little bitty red bread. I saw it underneath it. He waited. It waited till it stopped on top. Then he popped at it. And he got it. First cast, I think it was. Boom. Let's do it again. There's one. There's one. Stay on there. Stay on there. What are you? Get over. Oh, what? Now he's in the weeds. There we go. Got him over here. Oh, little red breast. Okay. Oh, good hit. Another little red breast, I think. Oh, no. It's something different. That's the first one I've caught. Maybe this year. That's a long ear. they're definitely in this waterway. And I mean, they're in a lot of waterways, but there's a lot of waterways around me that they're not. But if you get over towards Middle Tennessee, there's a lot of these. It's cool to see one because around me I don't catch them a lot. If I go other places, there's lots of them. Oh, yeah. That guy came up and smoked it. I watched that happen. When I go to these places, I'm working the bank. First I'm like hit that area, then I'm gonna hit, you know, side, and kind of work it along. And finally I hadn't made a cast over here off this bank where that overhang is. Flip it over here, reel it in. I see him come out of the bank and just hit it. He was sitting right on it, came out on a mission. These guys have been really fat and healthy today. Same thing with this side. Let me throw it down that side. Oh, get it. Yes. Yes. Same thing happened. That is so cool. Except this time it's a largemouth. That's really awesome. I flip over here on that bank, Coosa bass. Over here, this bank, largemouth. Staying in the same spot, kind of Coosa bass and largemouth. That doesn't happen a lot for me, it seems like. I don't feel like I catch them in the same like hole. Usually there's one hole, there's largemouth in a big area. Then there's a small area where there's Coosa bass. Look at that bright stripe going down him. It's a pretty one. Come on, there ought to be something right there. Oh, what was that? I saw something. Let me cast back up there. Oh, I'm getting on this grass. Saw something come out of that overhang right there. I think if I can get a cast right on it, I might be able to get the bite. Ooh, it was close. No. Oh, come on. Oh, I got it. I had to make a few casts. No! Uh-oh. He's got, okay. No, get out of there. Oh, whew, I thought it was gonna get me hung up. Wow, that's a nice one. Just a really colorful red breast. Probably gonna be the last fish I catch today out of this area. Whoa, look at the shape of that thing. It's so round. One last look at it. Beautiful red breast. Look how orange his belly is. That is cool. Check this out. Basically I'm done fishing. And I'm like right here at the end, and this looks really good. My battery on my camera dies, but I'm like, I'm not gonna catch anything. Let me just make some casts. And I get this really nice Coosa bass. I don't know if we can get the whole body on there. It's a really good size one, probably over 10 inches, but just a big body on it. Hit right off that log right there. That's gonna wrap it up. I've always been a big fan, or for quite a while I've been a big fan of the little Rebel critters and the little Rebel crankbaits. They just catch fish. They're very well quality made and a little on the high side if you're trying to buy them individually. But if you can buy the little packs of them or stuff like that, then a lot of times you get a good value. But I've bought so many crick hoppers over the years, and now that I get to work with Prideco, I get, you know, some Rebel stuff for free. So some of the lures I got for free, some of the ones I used today were sent to me. Some I probably bought, but there's all kinds of little lures out there, and I love using them. They all work today. I don't know what the best one was. Caught the biggest one on the crick hopper right there at the end, but that was also the deepest area. There's a beaver dam downstream. I'm definitely interested to what would have happened if I would have went with the popper all day, if I would have got some more bass, or would I have not caught some of the red breast. So, you know, it depends on what you want to go for. It's fun to just kind of change them up and use different ones, and just catch all kinds of different fish like I did today. Thanks for watching. Well, fall time of the year is finally here, and the weather finally changed. It's been a hot summer. This is just like the second week of October, and the weather finally came down. But one thing I'm going to do that's great in the fall is fishing with a crick hopper. I love using my little crick hopper here. I'm going to start out with the green and brown one. If you've walked through any weeds or grass basically recently, you probably see crickets and grasshoppers jumping all over the place. Of course, that's what they do at the end of the summer. They're gathering things, I guess, or I don't know what they're doing, but they're always moving around as the fall's coming on. So it ought to be a perfect time to use the crick hopper. There's one. There's a bunch of them looking at it. Oh, it came off. I was reeling it in. They were looking at it, and I let it pause, and one struck it. You can, you can throw it out there and just kind of pop it on top of the water. And I don't really like doing it. I like to hit the water, let it sit for like just a half a second, and start cranking on it, just real slow, where it just barely goes under the water. It kind of makes the fish, if they're gonna hit it a little more aggressively. There's one. Let's see what we got. Come on, little guy. I've had so many little fish pecking at it, green sunfish. And a lot of times these guys right here, even littler than this, they'll just peck at it. Sometimes they get hooked, sometimes they don't. But if a bigger one wants it, he's just gonna hit it. All right, little green sunfish, first victim. Oh, there's one. We have our first Coosa bass of the day. A little fat belly one. They like to hit this thing. So that one I cast it out and it was just on the retrieve. He hit it. A lot of times I'll cast it, retrieve it for a little, just kind of a slow crank, let it pause for a second, and then keep on cranking. And oh, he just ate something. He's got something in his belly. I can feel it, like some kind of, I don't know what he ate in there, but I can feel the shape of something in there. Oh yeah, that just guy came and he took it. No hesitation from that one. I don't even think it was spinning right. I was just twitching it on top of the water. He just came up and said, I want that. Coosa bass. That's what's fun about this little lure. That's one of the most fun things about this lure is that the fish are, when they see it fall in there, they're just gonna hammer it a lot of times. So that first cast into a spot is definitely the most important one. Make sure you try to take your time, get a good cast on the first one. Oh, that was a nice bass, looked at it. Oh, and he came and got it. Man, there's a couple of them down there. Came out of that brush pile. That's a nice bass. I saw him come look at it, and then he turned back, and then I think another one came and looked at it, and then he just hammered it. Oh, nice little Coosa bass right there. Man, these guys are so aggressive. And these are meaty little fish. Oh, come on, there we go. Kept hitting at it. Finally got hooked, it's probably a shiner. Yep, big shiner. Sometimes they will not hit these, sometimes they will just really hammer them. Hey, supper. There he is. Let him hook himself. They had picked at it a couple times, pecked at it. Then I just let it float on top of the water, and I saw something underneath it. A little red breast. Just let him hook himself. You definitely don't set the hook on these. You kind of just let them hook themselves. If you jerk too hard, you jerk these little hooks out of their mouth. Oh. Oh, did I get him? What? Oh, I did have a fish. Hey, there we go. That counts. That dude is like the same size as my lure. That was tiny. That was pretty cool. Oh, there's a nice bass down there. A couple of them. I don't know if they're gonna hit. Sometimes bass in this creek just won't hit. There's something. Red breast. There's a couple bass right behind this. Oh, look at them. Look at those bass. Oh, there's a decent one. I think they're largemouth. There's definitely largemouth in here, and I've caught some good ones, but usually they're really hard to hit. I've cast this crick hopper bomb a few times and they haven't hit, but whenever this redbreast is coming in, they looked really aggressive. I'm just gonna change the color of the crick hopper just to see if it makes any difference. Oh, there's something. What is that? Oh, another redbreast. Well, it caught me another fish changing this crick hopper, but still ain't got those bass to bite. But sometimes those bass won't hit anything. All right, I got a little 2X, little hybrid flipping tube that I'm gonna have to try to use. The top part of this thing's solid, so I can just stick a little like a Ned rig jig head in there or something. All right, maybe those bass are hungry. They're still there, hanging out. Maybe this will get one of them to hit. That'll be fun to catch. Gotta be able to set the hook on these guys though. Yep, there's one. They just needed something a little bit tastier, or a little bit bigger, I think. Nice. Look, there's one, two. They act like there's smallmouth in here where they're hanging out, but there's not a lot of water in this creek. That guy's got a bigger mouth than he's got a body. He took that 2X. All right, that's a nice little bass. I've caught bigger bass than that off crick hopper, but sometimes, man, this guy's kind of skinny. Sometimes they just won't hit it. I don't know what it is. There, we got it. As soon as he cast it out there. Oh, it came out. There's one. I had to work with them for a little bit. We'll get you another one over here. Used a few different lures and they spit a couple of them out. Went with the Helgermite and a couple of them would look at it and not hit it. Finally, another one picked it up. So like the fish are in there, they've probably been caught a bunch of times, but they kind of know, like, all right, something's going on here. But they look really hungry. Another little chunky largemouth. Surprised they're not hitting the crick hopper though, but sometimes I will see them, I will catch bigger fish than this on crick hopper. Sometimes they won't hit it, I don't know what it is. Oh, got it stuck in a tree branch. Oh man, that's gonna happen a lot if you use these things. You're gonna get a lot of them stuck because they get stuck so easy and you're trying to cast them in a lot of times in tight cover. But they cost like $5 a piece, so I don't really wanna lose any. If I can get it back, I will. Oh yes, it came back. All right, now I'm just gonna check my line. Some people would automatically retie, kind of lazy. And I think we're fine. Come on, fish, where y'all at? Oh, wow, did you see that? I wasn't even paying attention. I looked away. I was looking at a bird and it was just sitting on top of the water and a bass just slammed it. And that is a chunker. That is a nice Coosa bass to catch, especially out of this creek, but out of anywhere. This guy, he just came up and hammered it. A little thick he is. And he was just sitting on top of the water. I really wasn't even paying attention. I just heard the splash and started reeling in. Okay, we'll put him back in there. That's a really fun little catch right there. There he is. Oh man, he hit it twice. I saw him, I just kind of kept slowing it up, waiting on him. Came back and got it again. Red breast. Oh, there's a good. Oh no, there's another big. What? Big. No, that's not what hit. Surely not. That can't be the fish that I felt on there. Little red breast. Long and skinny though. All right, my battery is about to die. It's time for me to go. Been here an hour and 38 minutes at the creek. So I ended up breaking my lure at the end. I got it stuck in a tree and jerked it back out. Snapped the bill off. A good thing I got extras. I love those little crick hoppers. All the colors seem to work. I don't know if I know one that works better than the other. I would definitely suggest using a light or ultralight action rod. This is a 6 foot. I wouldn't go longer. If you're gonna do stuff like this where it's close quarters, 5.5, 6 foot long, you can get a lot better casts and you don't have to worry about hitting trees everywhere. 4 pound mono is like my go-to for everything, but especially for the crick hoppers. You could probably use 2 or 6 pound if you wanted to. Doesn't work very well on 8 pound. You can't cast it really good. And this is a PC Fin Viper 2 reel and the Cast King Calamus rod. And I think the links are below on those, but I love the crick hopper, just a fun little lure. Catches a bunch of fish. I was went upstream, came back in less than 2 hours and got all that in there. Sometimes it won't catch those bigger ones, but if that's what you're going for, it's not the lure for you. If you just want to have fun, catch different fish from a creek or a pond or whatever, it definitely is a fun one. So a really nice guy that didn't want to be recognized sent me some lures, and I love these little Rebel lures, and this is a great little pack for anybody just to get for creek fishing. So I'm going to use this pack today at a creek, a little section I've been wanting to fish, so I'm finally going to get in here and try and fish in it. I think this right here will work out great. Also, real quick, if you're interested in getting one of these shirts, a friend of mine designed these, and I got like 3 or 4 of them. I really like them. I'm going to leave a link below. All right, this place looks awful snaky, but the water looks nice down here. I'm gonna begin with a little tiny Rebel craw. Oh. There's one. And of course, it's a red breast. Oh, that counts. So that's one for the Rebel craw. Oh, there's another one. Same spot over there. I think it's another red breast. See if I can get this one up and take a look at it. Yep. Another red breast, which seems to be the most common fish I catch, especially out of these creeks. Oh, yeah, he wouldn't look very bad, but 2 for the Rebel craw. I think it's time to switch to another one. It didn't take very long to get those at all. We're gonna be switching now to the little Rebel Teeny R. The hooks on it are a little bit larger than the Rebel craw, the Teeny Rebel craw, but it still should be able to catch panfish or bass or something. It casts a lot easier too. You can throw it, oh, had a bite already. I can throw it a lot further out there than I can the little Rebel craw one. There's one. It's a solid fish, but I think it's a red breast. Man, it's strong though. It's down in that current, yeah, a red breast. So I did hook a red breast with, whoa, chunky dude. That really is a good red breast. I've been catching some bigger ones recently, but this may be bigger than anything I've caught in a while. Nose. That's a good size for sure. Man, that's a really good one there. Oh, we got one. Got something, not a red breast, but a bluegill. I keep expecting to catch a bass, ouch, bass out of here. Haven't got one yet. I know there's some bass in there. But the brim are really going after this lure, and the bigger hooks hasn't really been a problem so far. Oh, another little, oh, wow. Man, these things are not scared to go after a bigger lure, that's for sure. This little bluegill just attacked it. Oh, is it my first bass? Yes, got a bass. Not a big one, but did catch a bass off of it. I'm really liking this little lure right here. I don't use it a lot, but I've caught trout off of it, and I've caught some other stuff off one that's this size. It's pretty cool. So we got a little largemouth. All right, it's time to switch up to another lure. So I've got the crick hopper on now. I think this is the golden cricket or something like that. Of course, I love the crick hopper, and I've no doubt it's gonna work, but I wanna catch a few fish off of it anyways. Oh, I had to come up and nailed it. A crappie, wow. That's kind of, well, I guess I've caught a few crappie out of this creek, but it's not something I catch very often. I'm a long ways from the river, but a little crappie came up and hit the crick hopper. He's a little guy, but that's a fourth species to catch. Didn't really expect to catch a crappie today. There it is. I think hit at it like 4 or 5 times. What is it? Oh, a shiner. No wonder it kept hitting at it. I was like, something keeps pecking at that thing. Pretty good size one. I think that's species number 5. One thing when using these Rebel lures, these little treble hooks, you gotta have pliers to get these hooks out because they get stuck in there pretty good. Oh, don't come off. Oh, a nice bass. I'm gonna be real easy with it because I don't know how well it's hooked. Well, I wouldn't say a nice bass, but a good bass if you're catching on the crick hopper. There you go. And I think it's a spotted bass. Oh yeah, a spotted bass. So we got red breast, bluegill, largemouth bass, crappie, shiner, spotted bass. 6 species. That's a fun catch right there. Look how healthy that bass looks. Solid he is, like all rounded. And he was just right off the bank. Last lure for the night, or this afternoon, is gonna be the little popper. It's a teeny popper. And I've never used a popper in this creek, and I don't use a popper a lot, but we're gonna see how it goes. I'm gonna find some calmer spots, and maybe the big bass will bite it. Well, I threw the popper all around here, and I got a couple hits from some bluegill. I saw something swipe at it. It looked like it may have been bigger, but Now I'm gonna go ahead and switch back to this lure because I was liking it earlier. I'm gonna see if I can catch any more bass out of here. Yeah, this is what was hitting at my creek popper. This is what was hitting at my popper. And it's just a bluegill. But second cast, caught it with the teeny R. There's another one. Next cast, got another one. Oh, it came off. Looked like another bluegill. Let's just keep hitting that little spot right there. There it is. Oh, missed one. Man, they're all over that. Oh, yes. There it is. That's what I was wanting to find. A nice bass. Hold on, hold on. This may have been what swiped at my popper earlier. I'm using my light rod with 4-pound line. And you know, it's plenty strong enough. I just don't want it catching anything and coming off there. That's a solid little bass out of here. Nice, that's a largemouth. I think it's a largemouth. It's got red eyes though. I think largemouth can have red eyes sometimes. All the fish in here seem to have red eyes. But man, this is like the 5th cast after I was using the popper all over the place. I guess the weather's probably still a little cool for the popper. But this little teeny R, I saw it, I was reeling it in and this thing just came out and hit it. Nice little, maybe close to a pound largemouth. Oh, wow. Whoa, 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 this is a good fish. This is bigger than the last one. Oh, dude, he took me under a log. No, that was a fish, not a log. I can feel him tugging. There's something on there. Man, I can't get out there though, it's too deep. It's too cold right now. I think I see him out there. Oh, that water's too cold. I don't want to walk out there. Oh, he's on there. There's a fish on here and he's stuck. I can feel him tugging. Man. I don't really know how big he is because he caught me up so fast. Oh, got him off. Got him off. Well, it feels pretty good. Whatever it is, try to get over here. He's staying down. Where are you at? Oh my. Oh my goodness. Look at that rock bass. Whoa. Don't come off. I gotta take a look at you. That's a giant. That may be bigger than that one I've caught before. Oh man. I think that may be a tarp. That is a big old rock bass. Look how thick this thing is. What a fish. And I thought almost lost him. Man, I'm really liking this lure. I might have to start using this lure more. It's catching all kinds of stuff. All right, let's get a measurement and a weight on him because I think I got my scale with me. Oh, he's 9 inches long. It's gotta be 10 inches to be a tarp. But still, that is a really cool rock bass to catch. 9-inch long rock bass. Big old fight though. Really cool. Oh, something different though. Another species. I think we're up to 8 or 9. I believe it's a long ear. They're the real colorful ones. I think that's a long ear there. Well, I definitely like being surprised when I'm going fishing, especially when I'm fishing a creek or something with a new lure. And this isn't a new lure to me, but I don't use it very often. This little super teeny R was wearing them out, and it caught a lot of good fish. And what was surprising was I love the bigger hooks about it,
and it's not as easy. It's better to sticking in bigger fish, and it's easier to get out of the littler fish. But it caught big fish and little fish, and it just worked on everything. Didn't get hung up or anything like that, so that was really fun. Thank you, you know who you are, that sent me all these lures. I really appreciate it. I love all the Rebel stuff. Crick hopper has been my favorite creek lure for a while. I may have to start using this a little more and keep trying it out. Well, this is an awesome day. 8 species, some nice largemouth, big rock bass, all kinds of good fish today. So that's how I like a fishing trip to go. I want to catch all kinds of things. I want to have a good time, have fun. Spent 2.5, 3 hours doing it. It was awesome. Thanks for watching. I just got done filming a video at this creek right here, actually. Hope you've already seen it. I don't know if I've put it out or not yet, but if you're subscribed, I'm sure you'll be seeing it soon. Where I was using these little critter looking lures, is little minnow, little crick hopper looking, little grasshopper looking lures, and I don't even know what the name brand was, but they were surprisingly good and really wore out the fishing here. I'm gonna fish downstream for about another 30 minutes on a lure that's a new old lure. It's a Rebel Cat R, and I love all the little Rebel lures. I love all these little critter lures, anything like that. Someone suggested getting this, and they actually don't make it no more. Had to find it on eBay. So I'm kind of excited to use it out, and the fish have been hitting pretty good, so let's see what we're gonna get. Oh yeah, it didn't take long at all. I knew these fish would be right on it. And there's another red breast, or at least my first red breast with this lure. I just got done, like I said, catching some fish on some other lures. But one thing I just got this really little, like the trout removal thing, I think. I don't know what it's called, forgot what they're called, but they've been really handy on these small hooks. I'm really glad I picked these up. Makes getting those little hooks out real easy. Nice little red breast. Oh, what was that? Get it. Come on. Yeah, ow! The red breast hit it like 3 times. He wouldn't take it. Here's a good sized one. There he is. Oh, he hit that soft as it was sinking. Pretty. That's exactly what I'm looking for today. Some Coosa bass. I'd like to find some largemouth if I can. I know there's largemouth in here, but this creek's got a lot of Coosa bass. This creek connects to the Conestoga River, so whatever's in the Conestoga River that comes up this creek. So these are naturally in here. Pretty red-eye Coosa bass. That's cool. I like this little lure. This thing kind of like just really sinks real slow. And oh, this is something different. What is this? That's a cool looking little fish, but I don't even know what that is. It's not a red breast, not a bluegill. It sounds something familiar. I'm trying to think what it is. Like I said, this creek connects to the Conestoga River, so it's on a different body of water and different species than a lot of the creeks I fish. But that's a cool looking little fish. I'm gonna take a picture of that guy. All right, if you know what he is, let me know. And it's pretty cool looking. Yeah. Get over here. Oh, under that log. I'm walking out on this log. And I knew that there had to be something underneath it over here. Yep, there he is. Another red eye. Come here. Good looking little fish there. All right, little red eye. I'm about to fall off this log here I'm standing on. Oh yeah, that wouldn't have been good. Well, we'll throw him back in there so I can go back. There we go. Hey, get over here. They like to take you sideways right to the bank. There's a good little red breast.
This lure's definitely different than like the crick hopper or the rebel crawl. All of them, it's a little bit different. It's more like the what's that one? The Helgramite one. Kind of pause it, and most of the strikes are when it pauses. But this thing, as soon as it hits the water, something's pecking at it because it's like a little bug falling out of the tree or something. There's a little guy. Oh, what's our first bluegill? All right, yep, that's a little bluegill, but don't catch a lot of bluegill out of this creek, mostly redbreast, coosa bass. Looking for some largemouth right now. Oh, good one. What do we got? Nice redbreast. These guys are strong little fish. That's cool. Old Mac from Mac's Extreme River Fishing was talking about, what if these things got 4 or 5 pounds? How awesome would it be to catch these things? That'd be like the most sought after fish around if these things got that big. All right, another feisty redbreast going back in. Oh, I'm gonna get all kinds of ticks on me probably. But you know what? You gotta do what you gotta do to catch some fish. Yeah. It's a good little feisty one. He's also in the current pulling down and he's getting in those weeds. Come here. Ooh, pretty. Get over here. It's a good looking redbreast. Yep, yep. Oh, that's a good one. What is that? Oh, coosa bass. Nice. Hold still, hold still. Nice little guy there. Yeah. What you got there? Oh, redbreast, of course. Keep trying to find me a largemouth down here. And just a lot of redbreast. So they definitely keep things exciting and interesting because you never know, when they hit, you never know what you got. Yeah, take off with it. Another coosa bass. This little area right here is just loaded up with fish. I'm just standing here catching fish and getting hits whenever I don't get one. Yep. Yeah, a little small one. This kind of guy I'm gonna get in a fish tank one of these days. I need to get my fish tank set up. Put me a little bass like this in there. Probably gotta feed him all the time though, eat so much. Oh, there's a good one. Bee or something buzzing my head over here. I wasn't dodging and ducking. Oh, that's a nice one. Yeah, well, you know, they're all nice to me, but you know, that's just a nice little creek bass. Man, they got some like teeth right there on their lips there. It's kind of sharp. Yep, redbreast. Oh man, he's gonna get me in that logs. I got 4-pound line. This is just a crappie line from Bass Pro, 4-pound, the green. And catching a little fish like this, even if it's a little bit bigger, they hold fine, and rolling over rocks and trees and stuff. And I mean, it can get weak, so you got to be able to be checking it. If it, I may have to retie it after that, but it works great. Don't rush it in. You're not trying to jerk the fish in here anyways. Especially I'm using a 6-foot medium light rod, so it's got a light action. Keep the drag kind of loose so you don't break nothing, and you can be able to cast these little lures about anywhere you want to. Oh, I just threw a fish out of the water. Hey, there we go. He hit right at the bank. I think it's a largemouth, tiny one, no tooth patch. But there's another little one. I was hoping for something a little bigger than that, but that's pretty cool. Oh yeah, there's a good little bass. That's that. Either that or it's a big red breast. Oh, trying to get me in the weeds. And I'll get him over here eventually. That's a Coosa bass. Yeah, he hit pretty hard. Okay, pretty good. Oh, hawk flew right through here. Let's put him back in. Oh yeah, there we go. Come on in. Come on. Oh yeah, chunky redbreast. Yeah, there. All right, another redbreast. Maybe my last one. Close to where I gotta go back to the house. All right, well, I'm at the end of the property line that I got access to fish to. I would love to fish this creek down further as it gets closer to the river. Just don't know any areas or any, it's all private property, don't know anybody that owns part of it. But no, I don't catch fish like this every day. This was a really good day of fishing. Probably an hour and a half on this little Rebel Cradar crawler and just catching all kinds of stuff. So some days it goes like that and a lot of days it doesn't. But you can't catch them by sitting around. So I love getting out. Anytime I have a chance to go out and fish a creek, try a new lure, just try something new and have some fun. Thanks for watching. Well, I'm down in another creek this morning, and this is a creek I hadn't been to in a while. I've been wanting to go back to explore it, and I got a kit that I'm gonna be fishing with today. I've used before, but this could be one of the best like creek fishing kits. These are some of my favorite lures. I got the crick hopper, the tiny Rebel crawl, the teeny R. I love the teeny R for multi-species, and then the popper, which is probably the least thing I've caught fish on. The other ones have caught lots of fish on them. So I got this little kit. We're gonna go through it, try to use each lure. The water's up just a little bit from the rain, but it's finally calmed down and it's gotten clear. And I haven't been to this creek in a while, and I don't know what's really could be in here. I've only fished it a couple times, so with the water coming up and down, anything that could be possible to be catched. So we're gonna use this kit right here, and I'm gonna tie one of them on, and we'll start going through them. All right, no surprise here. We're gonna start out with the crick hopper. This is, I think that's what it's called, it may be called the brown cricket. I can't remember actually, but it's the regular size crick hopper. It's got the smaller hooks, so I like it just because when the fish are aggressive, they just like hammer it, and it can catch all different types of species. So let's fish it for a little while, see what we catch. Oh, yeah. It usually doesn't take long. If there's some sunfish in the area, they can't stand it. They gotta hit it. A little bluegill. There was 4 or 5 of them all like ran at it. Species number 1, fish number 1. Just a simple bluegill. Okay, that's kind of what I expected. I know that there's gonna be some other fish in here, hopefully, but that's really common, a little bluegill. Oh yeah, there's a little guy. What's number 2? Just another bluegill. Oh, here it is. Had that guy hit it a couple times. And there we go, the red breast. I knew he'd make an appearance pretty soon. Pretty one right there. I catch most of my fish when I'm through in the crick hopper by just reeling it slow. Ow! Yep, it came off. I'll throw it out there and just pop it, like just kind of twitch it one time, and then I just kind of start reeling it in slow, make them have to make a decision. Sometimes when it's just sitting there popping, they'll hit it and not get hooked. When it starts moving, they gotta hit it a little more aggressively. There we go. A lot of sunfish in here, man. What is this? Just another bluegill. Okay, well that crick hopper, we know it works. I've used it a lot. It's time. We're gonna let this guy go. And he's got that treble hook down in there. That is why I have these things here, I forget what they're called, forceps or something like that. So I can get these small hooks out. And we'll switch to a different lure. Let's see, which one? We'll switch to something else. Let's see what I'll put on there. All right, well, we just got the Rebel, the teeny wee crawl. I think that's what it's called. It's the tiny one. It's about the same size as the crick hopper, and it'll catch the same fish, but also sometimes it'll get a different bite. It might get some different fish to hit because it's a crawl. It's a little more. Sometimes the fish are a little more aggressive on it, or a little bit bigger fish will want to hit on it. Oh, there's a fish right there. Didn't take long at all. And that is a green sunfish, another species out of here, another sunfish species. We've got bluegill, red breast, and now green sunfish. Little one. Yeah, need to pull something out of that shade. Red breast is up in there. This depot, I remember I have come to this creek before. It's been a while, but I remember this depot was different. And these creeks, they change so much. Just these are gravel bottom ones here, and these every time it rains real hard, it's gonna change around. So, all right, that's already done really well. Let's get one more fish, and then we're changing this lure. Oh man, there's so many fish that came out of that. There he is. They're really hanging up on that bank where that shade is on that left side. There's a whole bunch of fish coming out. Whoa, 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 what is this? What is this? I think this is an unexpected species. Stump knogger? Did not know that they were in this area. I mean, I know that they're in, like, technically, but I don't think I've ever caught one. That is definitely a spotted sunfish. That's a great lure to end the crawl off with. That's cool to catch. Nice, another species out of there. I'm now putting on the Rebel Teeny R. This is a very underrated multi-species lure. Catches a lot of different size fish. Of course, it's a little minnow, just something that any kind of thing would hit, but lots and lots of different species can hit it. And I've been surprised several times where I start using it that it pulls out a little bit bigger bass than I thought, or just start those bigger sunfish. They want something a little bit bigger, and that's what I'm hoping it's going to do today. All right, I'm gonna get stuff out of my pockets that I don't want to get wet because we're gonna get a little deeper here. There's a lot of water right here. Where are these fish at? Oh, finally. Oh, you probably got that on camera. I wasn't even paying attention. I was about to pull it out of the water, had a hit. That's the fish I've been looking for, about that size. It's really deep right here. I'm trying to decide if I want to go through it. Oh yeah, that's what I needed right there. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Just a good creek bass. I'm hoping to get in a bunch of these sizes. This is a size that they like to, a lot of times these creeks will have just a bunch of this size. And as they get bigger, they'll wash on downstream. But it's a good start for our bass today. Oh, there's another one. There was 2 of them right there. It's a little dark, shadowy area. And I was like, well, let me put another cast in, and another largemouth. What do I got here? Nice bluegill. Fighting off the nets. And I'm getting downstream. I know it doesn't go too much further. It's gonna run into a bigger creek. And that's where I'm really kind of hoping to find a lot of good fish. The little bit bigger ones down this way. I can take the nets. There we go. I feel solid. Oh, what is it? It's a bluegill. Oh, there's a bunch down there. There's so much sunfish in here. It's insane. Oh, what is that? What is that? What? Finally hook into something. Oh, it's just a big sunfish. Wow! Look at that dude. That's crazy. Man, that's a slab sunfish. I think it's a hybrid though. Its mouth ain't big enough for a green sunfish, but it's got the green sunfish colors. Look how thick that thing hammered it. All right, we're getting it a little bit, it's actually starting to get a little bit deeper, and it's time to switch out. I thought I'd find a few more bass, but I think maybe the bass are further down or something, or because the water's deeper than normal they're moved. But we're gonna switch to the last lure in the box. The small Rebel Popar, I think it's a bass color. Oh, I see a oh, there's, dude. I should have kept popping it. There was some bass underneath it, and I just saw a big one come swipe at it. Or not swipe at it, but follow. Oh, there he is. Come on. Come on. Dude, there's a big bass right there underneath it. He won't hit it. Oh man, come on. Oh, that was a nice bass. First, like, good sized bass I've seen. All right, you should never go anywhere without a yum dinger. Just have ready. I'm gonna wacky rig this. I don't know where those fish went. I imagine something. They might not hit it. I mean, they might not, but if anything gonna get something to bite, usually a little slow sinking yum dinger. Twitching it, letting it sink. See if I can. There's something. There's something. There's a fish. There's a bass. There's a bass. It's not the big one. Okay. Oh, get my lure back. Oh, saved my yum dinger. And caught a little largemouth. Biggest one to date. All right, hopefully get a few more of those. Oh, there we go, there we go. Come on. That's a solid fish. Oh, no, it ain't as big as I thought, but another bass. Last time I came here, this water was super clear and a lot lower. So it's so hard, it's a little bit different. It's a lot more water and it's a little murky. There's a little spotted bass though. I know there's some big ones out up in here swimming around. Now that I've already seen a couple of those drum and some other stuff, man. No telling what's coming through here right now. Little spotted bass. Oh, it's chilly. Just don't remember. Oh, it's so cold. Which part I went through. There we go, staying pretty stable right there. Sort of. I'll stay over here on this side. Well, I did way down through some deep water and it just kept getting deeper and deeper. It was different than before, and I couldn't get any bites. So I'm gonna go ahead and start working back upstream, and I'm going back to that popper. I gotta get a fish on that popper. Last time I did a video on this kit, I don't think I got a fish on the popper last time either. So we're gonna have to get one this time. Let's start heading back upstream. Oh, yes. Yeah, oh no. I had a fish on the top water. I think it was a sunfish. I get one? Dude, I think I got a fish, and I think it's a tiny one. Wow. That popper, biggest lure I've got. I think I caught the smallest fish. Fish on. That thing took it under. What is it? Bluegill. Yeah, that's the kind of hits I was looking for. Oh, this is the biggest one of the day, I think. That popper came through. Okay, maybe I've got a little bit more confidence in it. I was like, well, let me go up to this area that I didn't throw the popper. Maybe it'll get a bass to come out. I came through here with the teeny R, I think, and I don't know where this guy was. I didn't get him. Come back up to the popper. Boom, he hammers it. Okay, I was really thinking I was gonna end this video just being like, I don't know, I can't catch anything on the popper. That's a good bass. That is a good bass. Look, I'm in a not even knee deep water. Just casting it up there. He was waiting to hit at it. That probably a 13-inch fish right there. Yep, that'll work. Oh yeah, I thought there had to be something in there. I was just reeling this one in, he hit it. Let's see, what kind of fish is this? Oh, we swallowed it thing. Hold on, let me get this out of you. Oh, must be a spotted bass. Fins are high right there in the point. It doesn't really have much of a tooth patch. Got red eyes. Maybe a large, I don't know what that one is actually. It's a little bit mixed looking. It's a good little fish. I went with a 6'6" medium light with a 6-pound mono. I think this is the Trout Magnet mono line. And if I'm using just the crick hopper, I'm usually gonna go with 4-pound line. But since I knew I was gonna throw this little popper in the teeny R, I went with the 6-pound line. I still could cast the crick hopper fine, you know, especially for a creek like this. All you gotta do is get 30 feet out there. And I did get a few fish on this. So the bass they were a little off today. I think there's a lot more smaller ones in here that just weren't hitting. But man, those sunfish were real aggressive. I did catch several decent bass. I saw that really big one down there. I thought I was gonna get him to hit, but I couldn't get that thing to bite. But it was a fun time being out here. I love these little Rebel lures. This little kit is just a great kit for just multi-species, just, you know, getting out there and just catching some fish. They'll just get some fish to bite. Well, I just thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you watching these videos and staying to the end. And it's just so enjoyable for me to get out in these little streams and wade, and, you know, just a relaxing 2.5, 3 hours, just kind of walking up and down. And I always find something new. There's always something, you know, something's changed. I saw that down at the end. I want to try to get down at the end now. Maybe I can go down a different way. There were some big fish down there. They were coming up into the creek, but now I know back when the water gets low, it's gonna be a whole lot easier to fish. So right now the water's up. So every time I go out to a little stream, I'm learning, I'm experiencing things and exploring and trying to figure out what's gonna make those little bass bite and what they want to go. I ended up catching my biggest bass on the popper. Thought would be the teeny. I thought the teeny would get them. Then I went to the wacky rig, thought maybe I would get something. And I was like, well, let me go back to that, and ended up catching the biggest one on it. So after going through all the lures and everything, I found out that they weren't real aggressive. Obviously with the water being up, but even that, I probably caught over 30 fish. And let's see here, we had red breast, green sunfish, stump knocker, bluegill, largemouth bass, spotted bass, at least 6 species. I know I caught a hybrid, at least 6 species of fish, and just a little stream. And that's always makes it fun too. So thanks for watching. I'll try to leave a link for those lures. I think I got it from Walmart. I think they're $12 for the kit. It's definitely not better to get it in the kit. They're like $5 individually. So that's a great little kit, and just stuff I like to use. So thanks for watching. I'm on my way to fish with a coworker. He lives about 20 minutes away, and he's been exploring a creek behind his house. Kind of got him into creek fishing. He's been exploring it, saying he's been catching some fish. So we finally got a time that worked out. We can go down there and check it out. So I think I got some lures for him to try out too, and we're gonna see what we can find. Okay, loading up the truck, or getting up, load the stuff out of the truck behind Cracker Barrel. I'm gonna be starting off with a new lure, since someone sent me a whole box of Rebel lures. I was super excited about it. I got this one, it's a little teeny frog. Never seen it before, never used it before. I gave Lee a little middle weed crawl, and we're gonna go in this creek and try to slay some fish. That one there. Oh, there's a fish right there. Ah! Got a tree. Can't even get a cast in the water. There's one. Got a little one. I've seen several little ones follow it up. Little red breast, looks like. Tiny guy. Oh. Oh yeah. They're right off the bank. The both of them I've caught been right off the bank. Green sunfish. All right, the frog is putting in some work already. Just got here, maybe 5 minutes or less, and I've already caught the second fish. He caught a rock bass. We know there's fish in there. This little frog's pretty cool. The fish have been right off the bank though so far. Hey, I saw something come out there. Dude, if I get it right off the bank, they're sitting up on there, on those rocks over there, and hitting it. Another green sunfish. All right. Let me get one more on this frog before I try something else. There's one. Oh, what is it? He's trying to take me under that log right there. See if he hangs on. That's a pretty good fish. All right, bluegill. Okay, so we've caught a few different species on this thing, and didn't take long. Nice bluegill. Oh. All right, so this lure is similar to the crick hopper in a ways. Nice little bluegill, throw him back. It dives shallow, but it doesn't float. It kind of just spins. So when it dives down, it doesn't come back up like crick hopper, but it doesn't have a real deep dive. It's got pretty good action. So that's a pretty cool little lure. First time using a little, what's called the It's called the Teeny Frog. So I'm gonna put it away, pick something else out of the box of all the free lures that I got and try it out. I'm gonna go with the Rebel Raider. I don't think I've used it before. All right, the Rebel Raider is a slow sinking ultralight that darts back and forth when twitched and catches all species of bass and panfish, perfect for calm or moving water. So we'll try it out. Oh, there he is. Little red breast. First catch on the Raider. I'm not used to using this lure. It really, when you jerk it, really goes crazy, and then it sinks slowly. Jerk it, and it has really good action on it. Oh, there's one. Another panfish or sunfish of some sort. It's a bluegill. Second bass on the Raider, or second fish on the Raider. I know there's some bass in here, like some largemouth, maybe some spots. I haven't found those yet. Oh yes! Had to be a little patient with that one. I thought I felt a hit. I kind of let him come back for it. Ooh, a rock bass. I'll take those. I like catching rock bass, fun fish. All right, Raider, doing pretty good. Oh, a little rock bass. Oh yeah, I like it when they hit right away. I've been getting a lot of hits on this thing from little fish like this. Just haven't been getting hooked. And when there's a ton of little guys in here, it's a nice rocky, it looks like rock and mud bottom to this creek. The water's a little bit stained, but it gets clear. It did rain a little bit. The fish are hitting pretty good, little ones anyways. All right, we got a little tiny jointed minnow. It says, be patient, let it give a steady retrieve, and jerk it every once in a while, basically. So it's the third lure I've never used from Rebel, and I'm about to try it out. Oh, yep, oh no. Dude, that was a good bass. A good bass came up to the top of the water and bit at my lure. Oh man, he came out of nowhere. All right, let's go back with this thing, see if he comes back for it. Oh, there he is. He swiped at it again, just barely hit it. Why is he not taking it? He hit it again. 3 times. There's a little one. Dude, this little jointed thing really gets attention from some fish. I missed that good bass over there like 2 or 3 times, and I've seen tons of little fish follow it. That bigger bass didn't really hit it real hard, so I don't know what's the deal with it. Oh yeah. Oh, redbreast, he came and attacked it. Yeah, I really like this little minnow thing. I love the action on it. It does have the smaller hooks, but it allows you to be able to catch these smaller fish. I'm wondering how it's gonna do with the big fish. Man, I really love the action on this little minnow, and it's a real shallow diver. It doesn't dive deep. Really good action. You can jerk it like a jerk bait, or you can just reel it steady. It does really cool. The fish are really attracted to it. All right, the bass hit at this lure, or he did the same thing. He followed it up, kind of looked at it, maybe barely pecked at it, and went back down. I thought this was just a regular teeny R. This is actually the Foxy Shad teeny wake R. So the bill's got a lot more action on it, looks like. So I'm gonna try it over there. Last chance to try to catch that bass. Well, I got a fish. Wasn't the one I was going after. But I did get a fish as soon as I casted it out there. A rock bass. The teeny R, the regular teeny R, is becoming one of my favorite, and I'm almost consider it one of the best creek lures out there. But I haven't used this little wake R, but it caught a rock bass. Now I'm gonna go back for that largemouth. All right, this lure ain't totally new to me. I think I have used it. It's the middle weed crawl, or middle crawl. It's a little bit smaller than the regular size, but still it's a lot bigger than the weed crawl, and it's got the bigger hooks on it. Here's one. What the rock bass looks like. First one on the weed crawl. I gave up trying to fish for that big old largemouth I saw up there. He's probably 1.5 pounds or so. Pretty big for this creek, but he just wouldn't, I couldn't get him to hit anything. He was just pecking at stuff, but cool rock bass. Oh, there we go. Another rock bass. It's dark standing under the interstate. The fish are even darker.
Yeah, they're real dark over here.
Oh, there we go. Oh, good fish. Oh, nice rock bass. That's a good one. I don't know if you can see it or not. There it is. I know there'll be something in there. Oh yeah, gotta pull him up the current here. I think that's the first largemouth. Yep, there we go, we got one. He's in the current where the creek's feeding into a little deeper pool. All right, little largemouth. There's a good one. Well, it may be about the same as that last one. Strong little fish. Number 2, right here, at the same spot. Exactly where fish should be hanging out. Yep, another largemouth. Oh, he looked at it again. He's still there. That bass is still over there. I don't know what he's doing hanging out right there, that spot. He just checks out everything I throw in there. Oh, he swam right by it. He just looked at it. All right, that's it. I gotta do what I gotta do. All right, I'm trying to keep this video a Rebel lure video, but the Rebel lures have definitely proved themselves, but it wouldn't be right passing up opportunity to throw this little Huggermite out for that bass because he's being very reluctant to hit. He's just kind of checking everything out. Maybe he'll catch this. Got something. I got him. The Huggermite got him. I got one. I don't know if that's as big as the one I thought, but it's still a good bass. See if I can pick him up here. Don't flop and break my line. There we go. Nice, nice. I've caught fish that big on the Rebel lures, but he just kept hitting at it, wouldn't take it. I barely got him hooked. Good fish. Good fish. Not one lure is perfect for everything. Sometimes you gotta have a few different ones. Yeah, that's not bad. I thought I saw a bigger one in there, but that's pretty good. All right, so spent 2 hours, good 2 hours, just having a good time fishing on the creek, exploring. This is a new area to me, but man, the place was loaded with fish. We're trying to find a new spot actually to go to it, a little further down where it gets a little deeper, see if we can do some more exploring. Obviously the Rebel lures were catching fish. All of them caught fish. I used a bunch of different ones. Some of them I used a little bit longer than the other ones. If I had to choose one that I'm gonna go to, I'm gonna pick out right away to go back with, is that little jointed minnow. I really wanna try it out some more, so I'll definitely be using that some more. You'll notice I left the little Huggermite fish caught in there, because just to show you, you don't always catch, one lure is not gonna catch all the fish. Sometimes you gotta have a few different ones. So
That's just kind of a little reminder. I'm not trying to sell Rebel lures or Nico lures. I'm just trying to let people know what you can use and what you can catch and kind of what I carry. I always carry a little Helgramite, a couple little lures like that with me, something that a little slower. Missed that bass, you know, 5 or 6 times as it came and swiped. Threw the Helgramite in there. It's like, I think the first or second cast in there caught him. So thanks for watching. Hope you have a good rest of the day. A few days ago, I was wading in a creek and I saw some caterpillars falling out of a tree, and they were just like several of them falling in the creek. And it got me thinking about a lure to use that I'm gonna use today. This right here is a little caterpillar made by Rebel Lures. I don't even think it's made anymore. This is an old one. And I'm in a creek that's right by the side of the road, but also grass all around, lots of weeds, lots of overhanging things where little bugs can fall in. See if I can get up here close. We got the little deeper hole right here. And these fish should be active today. And I got a catch, first cast. Something came up to check it out. And a shiner. So there goes a bluegill right there. He was way up here. Ooh, how did he get hooked? I didn't even have to do nothing. I barely moved it and he came up and hit it. First catch, because that's exactly what these fish are doing. As soon as something falls in there. Oh, this thing doesn't sink. It doesn't float. I thought it floated. So it's like a slow sinking little lure. And I've caught fish on it before, but I can't remember how I've actually used it. Oh, I see fish right here. I'm just gonna twitch it. Oh, and they hammered it. Come back, come on, hit it. Oh yeah, oh yeah, it's on. There's a bunch of little fish right there, little bass. So we had a shiner. Now we got a little largemouth living in here. Second fish there, really fast. All right, I know there's more than that. I saw them. Oh yeah, every time I twitch it, I got something come looking at it. Oh, eat it, eat it. There's some sunfish right there. Come on. I may have seen the other fish get caught, I'm not sure. Let's throw up in there. There's gotta be stuff in there. What happens if I just reel it slowly? Oh, I get slammed, that's what happens. Are you serious? Dude, check this, oh my. Check this out. I got a double, a creek double. A bluegill and a largemouth. That's only the third time I think in my life that I've had a double anything. It was never a lure that small. This is one of the things I love about the creeks, and what really draws me to them is how aggressive these fish are. When you find these little holes that these fish are just having to eat everything to live. Got ourselves a little 6-inch largemouth, a 4-inch bluegill. Slammed it when I was reeling it in. So let's check this thing way back in there. We'll twitch it, reel it a little bit. Really not sure how to do this lure other than throw it in there because it's already working. Oh, I got a little, oh yeah. Boom, hit it, hit it, hit it. They have to hit it pretty aggressively if they're small. I had some little fish right there pecking at it. Ooh, right there. Oh, hit. Get it, get it. Everything comes to look at it. So if you reel it steady, it's got a little bit of a wobble to it. All right, let's leave this little bridge area alone and let's go up the creek and try to hit these little pockets. Oh. Oh my goodness, there's a goose right here in front of me. If I'd have walked up on it, it'd probably attack me. It's sitting on a nest. I wonder if it was on camera already, because I didn't see its head. Surprised it's not making noise and squawking, but it's sitting on a nest right there.
They always do it. They always do that in this field right here for some reason. I don't know why this field's really good for them, but I always see geese on beds and stuff. So yeah, they will flog you, and like, I've never had one hit me, but they usually run at you and squawk at you. Let's go down the creek a little bit. Gotcha. I saw that fish nipping at it, it kept twitching. Where'd he go? Oh, he's not bad. Get out of there. Oh, I'm stuck in a tree. Oh, well, the fish came off. Now I gotta get my lure back. Here we go. I think that was a red breast. Oh, another hit. Oh, yeah. Oh my goodness, that's another largemouth that just came out and slammed it. Came shooting out. Hold on. Hold on. This thing is really drawing the largemouth out, where a lot of times, if you go with say a trout magnet, I will catch more. I would have already caught a bunch of smaller sunfish. I'm not sure if I would have caught those largemouth or not. Okay. All right, when I drop it in this deep hole, there's gonna be something come slam it right here. Yep. Oh, there's a bunch of them. Get it, there it is. Oh my goodness. I'm definitely getting slammed. As far as hookup ratio, not that great. I got that one though. You just really need those ones, you really need them to just commit to it. And you need a little bit bigger ones like this nice, super nice red breast. Very colorful, hold on. Looks like, I love looking at these guys. It looks like something out of the ocean or somewhere. I love that color. All right. There's some fish swimming around. It's real shallow. I could definitely wade this creek if I wanted to, but it's, oh, I got one. It's pretty muddy, so it'd be hard to wade around. Where'd that guy go? He went in the grass. Did he go back in the water? I have no idea where that fish went. I think he fell back in. They basically just gotta hook themselves. You can't really hook them with these kind of small lures. It's just a matter of letting them eat it out of aggression and hook themselves. Nothing else. Oh, oh, eat it, eat it. Oh, there we go. I saw him, that was cool. That was cool. Dude, that was a nice red breast. This is this little stream. Wow, he looks weird. He's got, I don't know if he's mixed with something almost. He's got a big old mouth on him. I saw him come swipe and just grab it. Huh. There's a ton of bait fish right there, that's for sure. They're in these really shallow areas. And I'm sure there's a few bigger largemouth, like there could be some 14 and 15 inch largemouth in there that actually live in there too, but very good at hiding. Okay, we got a few other things to change too. Well, this one's no surprise. We're gonna go to the Rebel Crick Hopper, the smaller one. This one looks brand new. I can't remember what the color of this one is, but this one actually floats and it's got a good little cranking action. Let's see if I think I'll actually catch a few more fish because the hooks are smaller. I mean, the hooks are tighter together, I think. And I can actually leave it on top and kind of twitch it. So, and boom. Little twitch, twitch, twitch. Oh, I thought I had him. That was a cool hit. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness. This dude took off. Wow, what a sunfish. Oh, it's a big old green sunfish. Dude, he absolutely clobbered that thing. Yeah, that dude's got a mouth that loves to eat anything you can fit in there. You get orange, blues, cool colors there. All right, thank you, Mr. Green Sunfish. Really nice size one too. That was a pretty explosive hit right there, and something we didn't get earlier. So going back through these holes, it's already paid off. We've had a bunch of misses so far. That one was not missing. Oh, another one. Dude. No, get out of there. Uh-oh. There he is. Oh, man, I had to pull hard on that guy. Even with just a ultralight rod and 4-pound line, I was pulling pretty hard on him because he was about to get me stuck and stuff. That was a nice red breast. Eat it. I'm getting a lot of little pecks in here. It's pretty cool to see them fun. Even if you miss a bunch of them, it's fun messing with these kind of lures. It's one of the most fun, like, ultralight ways to fish to me. Now, it's not gonna, like I said, not gonna catch you the most fish, but when they hit it, it's like people that like topwater fishing and they're only fishing for hits and those big aggressive ones. So it's definitely something you can just pick up and do in 30 minutes on the side of the road. Last thing we're gonna cast, tiny torpedo, and it's about the same size as those other lures. I'm gonna just try reeling it in. See if something explodes on it. Oh, yeah. We got one. Oh no, we had one on it, got me stuck. Uh-oh. Where did he take me? Oh, yeah. Oh, well, the fish popped off. I just saw the fish pop off, but I got whatever was stuck. 4-pound lines, it's actually can pull quite a bit. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and do it. We'll end our little roadside session. Put a little crappie magnet on. And I can't remember what jig head this is. 1/16 ounce, I think it's a Z-Man one. Oh, there's one. Yep. There's a little guy. Oh, it's a little bass. Nice, little chunk. And largemouth, one of the most commonly fished for fish in North America. Just a little guy. They do start out small. Oh, he's bleeding a little bit. Let's get him back in. But there's probably 20 that size in this little area between, within a few inches, and they're gonna grow really quick, flush on down the next storm or something, move out to the lake one day. This little hole, yeah, these are the kind of fish that were biting and missing my crick hopper and caterpillar. Let's get a lot of bites from those size. So there you have it. If you got just a couple hours and a creek you can pull over and fish, whether it's way out in the middle of nowhere or right in the middle of town beside the road, a lot of times you can find a lot of fish, especially as the warmer it gets. I get asked a lot, what do I need, and like what kind of stuff do I need for this? And it's real simple, and this is what I'm using, but I have a bunch of different setups, and you don't have to use this. You can use whatever you want. But this is a 6-foot ultralight rod. It's a Lose Light. It's like a $109 rod. It's actually a really nice, if you want to get a little bit nicer ultralight stuff, this is a good, nice rod. We got a Cast King Kestrel 1000 size reel. I got 4-pound mono. I'm not sure what kind. And then whatever little lures you want to use. I would suggest like 1/16 ounce, like the heaviest.
I like a 1/32 ounce and 1/16 ounce. You can throw all that on an ultralight rod with 4-pound line. If you use mono or fluorocarbon, it works better with the little tiny hooks. You can also throw braid on here. I have stuff set up with braid. You can fish that too. But the main thing is, like, don't worry so much about what you get, is just get something simple that you want to get started with if you don't have anything. The biggest reason I see people not catch as many fish doing that type of fishing like I did right now is they have too heavy a line, like they're using like 8 or 10-pound mono or fluoro and just can't cast far, and their accuracy is not very good. And you have to be very accurate to cast into these kind of places. You also can't walk right up to the bank and start fishing. All the fish are gonna spook. So you gotta approach it slowly. You're staying back 10 feet off the bank at least, maybe 15 feet. Kind of ease your way just soon as you can see to get a cast over there. And then you gotta put that cast right in a little pocket. Sometimes they're within a foot of a tree or a bush. You get hung in that bush, you shake it, and you have to get your lure out. You scared all the fish. So practice is gonna help a lot. Getting, you know, a little bit better than the cheapest stuff, but you can use a $10 rod. I caught so many fish on a rod. I spent $10 brand new, and I used 6-pound line all the time when I first started doing the same type of fishing. I like a lighter ultralight now with 4-pound line, and I get a little more accuracy and distance out of it. And I'll leave you with, don't be worried about getting ticks and scratches and your shoes muddy. You have to get in there to get to those fish. Wherever you get to where most people don't want to get to, there's going to be more fish there. Those fish are going to be not used to people catching them, and usually going to be real easy to catch, like I did today. Thanks for watching. Let's try this hothead out, see if the panfish are hitting. Oh, first cast on it, I got, what do I got? It's a bass, a littler bass. Man, these fish are hungry. It's the kind of fishing I like to do when they're just ready to hit. And they're aggressive. First fish off my new hothead, on the first cast too. Oh, second fish, another bass. The water really doesn't seem that deep out there. I don't know where all these fish are coming from. Oh, he's a bigger one. Wow, I've been throwing the wacky rig around for a while, and I would have thought these bass would have hit that. No, I caught them on the crick hopper. All right, second bass on the hothead. Oh, there's a good one. He's taking off. This feels more like a brim here. Oh, bluegill just hooked him in the belly. There's something we got here. Red breast. All right, here's the big pond that I usually never do very good at. I just fished this top pond down below it, and I caught a bunch of fish. They were hungry over here. This over here is a little bit richer pond, but I know there's some bass in here. Let's see if I can catch some. Yeah, there's a good panfish or brim. Solid bluegill there. Oh. Oh yeah.
Nice red breast. Wow, that's a good size one. The hothead's doing its job. Oop. There's one. We get a lot of bites. Like a lot of just fish hitting at it, but not really taking it, which is better than nothing. I've been here before, like I said, and fished, and like all these little bluegill and stuff won't hit at it. Man, this is some good bluegill. Yeah, they're having a hard time resisting just taking a little nip at this little cricket here. Oh yeah. We'll get down here to the bank where I can get this fish up. There goes the beaver splashing. Oh, good bluegill. Nice one. Look at that guy, that's a solid bluegill there. Okay, there he is. He bit it real slow. That was a little bass. Whoa! Feisty! Little bluegill, he wanted to eat that thing. Ow! Oh, there he is. It's a good one. Oh, another good bluegill. These are healthy in here. That's a good quality one right there. Look at that tail though. Something's been messing with it. Or maybe that's, I really don't know what that's from. These beavers are down here just swarming. Don't really know what they're doing. Other than just watching me maybe. Oh yeah. Nice. That's a good little bass on the crick hopper. Yeah, fine, get off there. Yeah, it's a good one. Feels like another good bluegill. Yep, it is. Man, this thing right here has been working awesome. It's the hothead crick hopper. It's just fun fishing with these things because fish just got to hit it aggressively. And I didn't expect to catch this many bass as I did, but bluegill and the bass have been loving it. Oh yeah. Ooh, this dude's chunky. I'm using my light pole and 4-pound line. It's fun catching a bluegill that size on this thing. It feels like a good fish, which that's a good bluegill. Hey, that's a good one. What is this? If it's a bluegill, it's a good bluegill. It is a bluegill, caught in some weeds. That's what it was. Some good bluegill. That's why you can't just fish one lure or just go to a pond expecting to catch one type of fish. You gotta mix it up. You gotta bring a couple different things. Got my bass lure and bluegill lure. Whoa, yeah. My lure was messed up. I jerked it and missed a fish over there, and it kind of got tangled up on the line, but I popped it while it was messed up, and this bass just came up and attacked it. You don't even have to have it in there the right way to catch a fish with it. Little feisty bass. Oh, little bitty bass. Somebody still shooting off fireworks. Little bass number 2, same spot. All right, must be a little fish down here. That's all I've seen. I'm gonna go back to the other end real quick and just try to see if I can catch me a couple more good sized ones. Oh yeah. There we go. Come on, come on. What we got on here? Oh, another healthy one. They're either so big they're biting at my bass lures, but I can't get them hooked, but come back with the crick hopper and been getting a lot of them. All right, this is gonna be oh, that was gonna be my last fish, but he came off, so it's getting dark. The bite slowed down as soon as it like went down. Earlier, there was fish hitting the top of the water everywhere, and then all of a sudden it's just stopped. It's crystal calm, or whatever.